In fifth place, we have Reggie Jackson and his atomic bomb. A home run of all home runs, the likes of which you won't see in the home run derby. Titanic, feat of Hercules, atomic bomb. Whatever you call this hit, you'll be right. Jackson came in as a pinch hitter at 3-0, not in the AL's favor. It was his cannon shot that started the chase that culminated in the Americans' eventual victory. From the very first frames of the historical timeline, you can see that Jackson knew what force was applied to that ball. He would later say so himself in a post-game interview. The ball was smashed by one of the illuminators, flying under the very roof. That home run is still considered the longest in MVP history, 520 to 530 feet. In fourth place, we have the man stands walk-off for the ages. In 1955, after Mickey Mantle's 3-run homer, it seemed like it was all over. Another run brought the AL team's lead to 5 points, 5-0. With 3 full innings to go, and with an incredible effort, the Nationals ate up the entire handicap, giving the baseball world a chance to see one of the greatest walk-off wins in history. In the 12th inning, Stan Musial comes out to bat, who had nothing going for him that day. But the outfielder manages to send the ball into the stands, and at the same time, finagle not only a tremendous win, but also the greatest comeback in MVP history. Today's generation is unlikely to know much about him, especially in St. Louis, where Albert Pujols was admired in the 21st century. But for those who were born and lived in the mid-20th century, Stan's name will forever be associated with the phrase best Cardinal of all time. Stan died in January of this year at the age of 92, but his career and this moment are forever etched in eternity. Third place, 2001. Cal Ripken's last game. Cal is now enjoying retirement and enjoys commentating on MLB games. 20 to 25 years ago, he was still shining on the baseball fields of America. In 2001, Ripken made his last visit to the MVP when his career was at the very end. There was no way he was going to make the roster, let alone start. But the fans gave the legend an incredible gift by selecting him as the starting third baseman. Those familiar with Cal's career naturally realized that this is not his position. Alex Rodriguez, then still everyone's favorite, understood this as well. The moment when Alex literally forced Cal to move to shortstop will forever be in the official chronicle. But that wasn't all. On this day, Ripken not only graced his appearance, but also hit a home run, thus becoming the oldest All-Star player to accomplish this feat. It's hard to say which of these episodes was more memorable to fans, but the fact that Ripken left as beautifully as he had played for 20 years is a fact. And in second place is 1934. Karl Hoebel destroys the greatest. Martinez's performance has no doubt gone down in the annals of history, but it will never come close to what Karl Hoebel did already in some unthinkably distant 1934. It was only the second All-Star game in history, but it immediately gave eternity a worthy specimen. The New York Giants pitcher faced murderers row that day. These were 5 of the greatest players not only of their generation, but of baseball of all time. Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Jamie Foxx, Al Simmons, Joe Cronin. 5 concrete Hall of Fame members that it seemed impossible for anyone to walk through dry. Hubble came through. 5 strikeouts in a row. It's like shamelessly beating Jordan, Magic, LeBron, Bryant, Bird 5 times in a row, or putting Pele, Maradona, Messi, Ronaldo, Platini on their heels in the same pass. Something like that. The 6th was Lefty Gomez, allowing Hubble to set one of baseball's oldest strikeout records. First place and first home run in history from Babe Ruth in 1933. The history of the MLB All-Star Game is bursting at the seams with great and legendary moments. But for me personally, and for many millions, nothing compares to the great beginning laid down by Babe Ruth in 1933. Babe Ruth was already old then, for he was a son of the 19th century. But at 38, no one even doubted that Ruth should start. His career was on the wane, but that's why he's called one of baseball's best hitters, a season-high 33 hours by his MVP debut. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, Ruth comes out to bat and hits a 2-run home run. The crowd was indescribably thrilled, and so were Ruth's teammates. Babe managed to shine always and everywhere, even at age 38. What moments do you consider legendary? Write in the comments.